I've just been dropped off on a tiny little island in the far north of WA in the Pilbara. Got a few things with me to set up a camp for a few days, but we're basically simulating being shipwrecked, made it to shore, and we have to survive of only what we catch in the ocean because we got no food at all. And the boat that dropped me off here in the background is just about to be steaming off there. So this is just gonna be you and me, 3 days on this island, and it's gonna be epic. First of all, we have to set up camp, get comfy, because the sun is about to set. Got a few things, but it's all very basic. I want to challenge myself and see how I go, but to be honest, I'm quite keen on that adventure as well. Just before it's completely dark, just managed in time to quickly set up the tent, get our camp organized a little bit. Got a little fire pit prepared back there as well. But as you can see on the horizon behind me, the sun has already settled behind the next island there behind me. So it is getting dark pretty soon. I may not film much tonight. Probably call it an early one to get up as early as possible. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually give it a try on fishing tonight. I had a bit of food earlier, so I might be fine for tonight, but tomorrow morning I will see you certainly on a little exploration mission around that tiny little island here, and then we're gonna try to get into some fish immediately, because by then I'm definitely gonna be hungry. Good morning and welcome to Island Life. We just left the little tent behind us, got up with the sun rising just on the horizon, and now I'm just gonna get organized, pack up the backpack, and then we're gonna go exploring this little island. And weather line packed up, all ready to go basically. The gear's just down there, the fishing rod's in the backpack, and you can also see the camp there. But I thought I'd give you a quick glimpse from a little high spot, which ends up being an abundant eagle nest all around the island. Just want to make sure I'm not stepping in the wrong direction and falling down here. That would totally ruin my little adventure here, but the island is not big at all. We got one end over there, that's where I'm planning on fishing. We got one end just over there behind that rock. We got a few mangroves just behind our tent over there, and I hope, fingers crossed, there's not gonna be too many mozzies and in particular sandflies. Let's hike out to that corner over there and get ready for fishing here. So while we're hiking out and starting exploring our little island, I thought I'd share a few experiences from last night. It took me a little bit to fall asleep. It was absolutely amazing to actually just arrive here on the island. I, as a child, always loved the goodnight stories of Robinson Crusoe over and over and over again. And here I am, finally on my own little island, making that same experience, sort of like Robinson Crusoe did back in the days, stranded, shipwrecked, whatever, to survive off an island. And we got a few things like our fishing gear with us to make our life a bit more pleasant, and it's also going to be fun catching some very nice fish here. But yeah, last night, falling asleep, there was whales breaching around those islands here. You could hear them splashing, like jumping out of the water and splash. And I reckon somewhere around here, that's gonna be us. You can see like a bit of a current moving around, and there's water moving in the other direction here, so I reckon that's gonna be pretty good for fishing. And we're just gonna have a quick look where we're gonna set up ourselves here. And we're just gonna get a little bit closer here to the water's edge. Drag should be alright. And let's put it in there. I'm excited. I believe it is quite snaggy all around here, so I first want to try to figure out how not to get too snagged. Oh, too much at least. Oh, fish on immediately! And lost him. Just gonna keep trying different things. It's all new to me fishing up here, so different colors, soft plastics, hard bodies, whatever it takes. And swapped over now to 1 ounce jig head and a coconut ice, so different color soft plastic, same size, 5 inches were there. And let's see if that maybe gets them fired up again. should be going a bit further out as well. Yep. Let's have a look if we can pick up something here. Yep, and fish on. Doesn't feel huge, but definitely got a bit persistence going on there. Is that gonna be breakfast? What have we got here? I think we're gonna let that cod go. He's straight sitting down there under the rock, and he can definitely find his way out there. And next cast. Yep, that feels a lot better. What have we got here? That feels half decent. What is it gonna be? Another cod of some kind. He's beautiful, he's absolutely beautiful, but it's his lucky day. And there he goes. Next cast straight on again. And it feels a little bit different. Should be a little bit bigger as well, I reckon. Come on, bring on brekkie. I didn't have dinner, so it would be nice to have some brekkie now. Yeah, it definitely does a little bit more than the cods I caught before here. No, it's just another cod. And fish on immediately again. It's like almost every cast, maybe every second or third cast at times, but that's probably just another cod again. Oh no, that feels different. Oh, did we just get sharked? Oh, we got sharked. I just decided, let's be a lazy fisherman, put on a piece of bait. Just gonna remove that scale here from the tip. I'll just put a little bolt sinker, or bigger bolt sinker, on a paternoster, and I actually kept that. Not sure what it's called, I just looked it up. I definitely can use it as bait. Should be good. Red is always good up here, so gonna give the heavier rod a bit of a workout as well, and just flock that out as far as we can into the zone that we noticed earlier works well. And then let's have a look if we can't get something on board without being sharked. Well, it should be alright there. And kick back and relax, I would say. Let's see how that goes. Just had an inquiry happening here. Not sure if it's something decent. Someone took us in a snack. Yep, we got a fish on here. That definitely feels bigger than anything earlier. Let's get it in before the sharks get it. Got a good bend in the rod here. It bites a little bit like a cod, to be honest. Well, it feels a lot bigger than earlier, anything. And it is a big cod. That's a nice brekkie, I would say. S3 cod, I'm happy with that. Maybe we keep them in a pool somewhere and see if we can upgrade it, but they're definitely very good eating. And here our S3 cod, that will be a good brekkie. Shark swimming here in front of us, just a little one. Just cruising around, they probably took notice of me pulling in some fish. Getting pretty hungry. I reckon we're gonna have that cod, which is gonna be good, crank up a fire and cook him up. But in the meantime, I quickly want to give it a try, casting a lure, maybe like 10 casts, and then we pack up here and have some dinner, lunch. Alrighty. Just got our cod ready for the barbecue party that I invited him. Just gutted him, got the gills out. I reckon we're gonna chuck him as a whole on the fire and let's go pack up the rest of the gear, collect some firewood, get that going and get our lunch ready. Alrighty, let's get out of here with our lunch on the left and the rods on the right hand. Man, I'm keen to light that fire and have a cook up. I'm hungry. Alrighty, we got our fire started. Nice handful of spices with a lot of garlic happening. And here we are, ready for lunch. Alright, I reckon that's ready. The coals are there, so we just chuck that on here. And it's absolutely going off in there. I'm looking forward. Oh, come on, baby. This is really good. That was bloody good. And there's not much left at all. Just skin and bones pretty much. But that was a perfect first meal on the island. Bring on the next few days. Bring on more fish. Bring more exploring. Bring more adventures. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of a chill. Send up the drone. Show you guys the location as well from above. Alright, we got about 1.5 hours of daylight left roughly. The water will slowly come back in now. We are past the low tide, but I just thought I'd hike out that way, take my lightest outfit, got a couple of squid jigs, got the heavier one as well. gonna start winding immediately here. There was the tap. And we got a fish on. What is it? Is it gonna be... Aww, it's a little coral trout, just a little bit too small. Right species. Check out those colors. And back in with you. And I don't know if you guys can see that. Beautiful and deadly. Oh, there was a fish. No, that's a snag, huh? No, that is a fish. It might be our dinner if we don't lose him to the snags. Oh, that was a shark. I reckon that's a good fish. I hope it's not a shark. Let's quickly get him in. What have we got here? That's another cod. That's a pretty decent sized cod. I think he's a little bit big for us to eat, and I'm hopeful that we can upgrade that. There you go, buddy. And there he goes. Small tap again. Yep, fish on. Yep, what have we got here? It definitely persists a bit. Blue line emperor, we're gonna put him back in. I would rather eat a cod than him, to be honest. There you go, buddy. Oh, what was that? Wow, he just went for it. What was that? He missed it though. We're gonna cast out there immediately again. And fish on again here. Doesn't feel it's massive. Oh, that could be dinner. Alright, stripy sea perch needs to be 30, and we got 34, so he's gonna be dinner. I just went up here on that rock to try a bit of a different zone. Maybe we're gonna be rewarded. Fish on again, and I'm not sure if that's a cod. It is fighting a bit different, but it's not massive. Oh, it is another stripy. I think he's a little bit small. There you go. The colors are getting better and better, but the time is running against us. I just quickly changed over to a little 5-inch paddle tail instead of the jerk shots. And let's have a look what we can maybe do with that. Maybe the fish got a little bit used to the jerk shad and pilchard, and maybe they got hungry for that. Yep, and we're on. And I would say that is not a cod. Could be a decent fish. And it is actually another cod. No, it's an emperor. It's another red blue line emperor. He's a pretty decent size, but I'd rather let him go and try something else. Let's lift him up. That'll be 1.5 to 2 kilos-ish. Nice fish, but back in with you. I need to quickly stop fishing and show you those colors behind me on the sky. Man, that is beautiful, eh? Alright, time to get back into fishing. I want one more fish. Coral trout, please. And fish on again. Definitely got a bit weight. Is it a cod or is it our coral trout? Oh, it was seaweed making it heavy. Just before it's getting dark, I may keep him as well. Those two fish should be a good meal. He's not as big as the one earlier. Still a good size. Yeah, those two will do. Tomorrow is another day. Heaps of fish to be caught here. Alright, and here we got dinner. Cod and perch. The colors on the horizon are absolutely amazing, but soon it's gonna be dark, so we better get out of here. At least camp isn't too far away. That went quite alright for the first day fishing and surviving of what I catch. Lunch wasn't too hard to get, and dinner neither. And now we even got a bit of a variety here. That's nice. Alrighty, we got the fire cranking, just waiting for the coals to burn down. I got one big log on the fire, so hopefully we can maintain a little bit fire while the fish is just gonna be cooking on the coals. I got both fish wrapped up the same as I did earlier in alu foil, just with some spices and lemon and oil. Very basic, and just gonna kick back and enjoy the fire. This is like the ultimate feeling for me, sitting by the fire on an island. Alright, I think the time has come to spread out the coals a little bit here. Number 1 and number 2. That cod tastes actually better than the one earlier. Let's try that stripey. Consistency and flavor both are better, I would say. That was an absolute feast. I'm pretty full. I'm gonna chill out for a little bit longer here by the fire, And then I'm also gonna call it an early night, because tomorrow is another day full of adventures, exploring and fishing around my island here. But this is it for this episode. Tomorrow is gonna be the next episode. I hope you had fun. If you did, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it with your mates, and also leave me a comment below. And I see you tomorrow as in the next episode. You! Finally all the efforts pay out. We just got this beautiful coral trout. It's been a tough day. I broke a rod earlier, just shark after shark. And big fish on here. He was pulling hard. Sick!